Here we are then with the back nine playthrough. Opening round, pro division in the game, set match tournament. Here we go then. Don't forget to hit subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the thumbs up as well if you are enjoying the content. And don't forget to check out all the other links in the video description and on the channel homepage as well. Right, let's see what we have then for the back nine. We have some cross tailwind here. For this rough bump. So again, going with the quarterback, 3 bars backspin, 3 bars side spin to the left. And find the position here. There is a moment where the ball guide does flicker a little bit and skip, but just try and find the position here. The red ring will just be outside the rough there, just a little bit of the red ring outside the rough. Maximum numbers, 0 elevation on this shot, max plus 0. Then we are going to take our shot and we are going to try and hit perfect, which we do. And as usual, bounces in the rough and rolls very nicely into the left hand side slightly of the cup, but still counts a very nice hole in one. Hole number 11, nice and easy here, cross tailwind again, so it's berserker time. We want to go for the green. 4.5 top spin, 2 left spin. You can play with 6 top spin if you want to. I'm just demonstrating here. You can do this with a lower level extra mile than a level 8. Stretch out, make sure you are having that second bounce nicely in the middle of that rough. Max plus 15, power 5. We did need to push up rings because we were stretching out, so we need to make sure that we do push up the right amount of rings. Then, of course, we are going to take our shot. No curl, no overpower, unless, of course, you can't push up the number of rings that you needed to. As you'll see here, we just sneak it out the rough, so we could maybe have just pushed up a little bit more. But it's still an easy eagle wedge. Hole number 12. We have some crosswind on this one. So, 4.5 top spin, 1 bar side spin. To the left is what I'm doing here, and we're going to aim with the extra mile, yellow ring touching the rough on the right. Max plus 10 is the adjustment, pushing the rings here. Reason I'm doing that, because the trees are going to be in the way. Then once we've done that, don't worry about the loss of ball guide. We're going to go with half a ball of curl to the right and a few rings of overpower. And that is because I need to be in range with the sniper for my second shot. So minor great right actually not going to bother me on this occasion, which is nice to know. We still bounce very nicely along the fairway and we're approaching the top right corner. Anywhere around 370 is going to be absolutely fine. 1 bar of backspin for the sniper here, and this one has got a fairly hefty elevation really for pro. We want to aim with the spin added, so the ball guide is a little bit short of hole. That's because this green does slope slightly downhill. So leave the ball guide a little bit short. Then we are going to adjust almost at max distance. Now, if I was at max distance of the sniper, as in plus 12, I will be adjusting max plus 40. Obviously, we will need to reduce some slider for every yard away from max. So 2.5% slider per yard. Obviously that is based on sniper 10. If you've got different level of sniper, you may be slightly further back. So sniper 9 plus is an advantage here. Just need to tweak the landing position. I do feel the adjustment is good, but we just backed up a little bit too much on that one. Hole number 13. Now we're going full blast because we have tailwind, so it's Zerker time. Stretch out, get that red ring touching the edge of the bunker. 6 top spin, 2 bars side spin to the left. Adjustment here, max plus 10. Then we push back up to max. Obviously, if you do have a high level APOC, I would recommend you take a few yards off you push up because you've got more drive distance. Half a ball of curl to the left, and I'm pretty much at max overpower here. If I had lower wind, 6.8, I'd go max. If I have 8 in wind, I would take a smidgen more off. I don't want to roll too far into the rough. However, we do actually have some room here, so it may be that in different wind strengths we can just go max overpower all the time. Take a practice token if you want to try it out. From here, I'm going for the dunk, max backspin, and estimate your club distance as best as you can. I am playing true distance of club minus 20% elevation here. So max backspin, aim arrows at the back of the cup. True distance of club, 20% under adjusted. And then, as it's the thorn, I'm getting into the habit of doing so. I am pulling this one over the bullseye. There we go, be sure a nice straight pull, and with dunks make sure your ball is absolutely centred in that adjustment ring. And final part of the equation, hit perfect, and bam, straight in there for a lovely eagle on this hole. I do believe the dunk is the best way to go. Hole 14 is a bit of a nasty wind going right side, so I'm going to show you the safe option again with the rock. 3.9 top spin and 3 right spin with the Kingmaker. Check the position of the second bounce because we don't have any plus yardage to look at here. Adjustment max plus 20, even though we are not at max distance. Then we're going to go with a little bit of curl to the right. Using the rock for the accuracy. And we do hit perfect though, which is all good. And this one will bounce very nicely and just roll towards the rough. And anywhere around here it's going to be absolutely fine. Second shot then, adding some top spin, just a little bit to get the second bounce over the bunker, and 3 bars of side spin to the right. Adjustment here is max plus 0. So max plus 0 here. And then we are going to go into overpower. I adjust into 2 rings of overpower, but I don't go with that because if you do replicate that, you'll come in too hot. So a little bit less. I'd suggest 1 ring less than what you are going to be adjusting into. And then I'm going to go with almost 2 balls of curl to the right. And this will just take the slope on the green and come in nicely, and going to leave a very, very nice putt for the eagle. Here we go on to hole 15. Very close on this one. Just needs a little bit of a tweak. I'm going with 0.3 backspin, 1 bar side spin to the right. And my reference here is the top right of the blue ring at the plus yardage marker. And just stop before the ball guide goes long onto the green. Adjustment I do here is max plus 20. This is a difficult hole. I much preferred the old version of this hole, to be quite honest. So this one is not a guaranteed drop. However, it is nice to be getting close. And obviously if you've got a few tokens to spare and you want to go into detail, by all means have a little look. It's not a horrendous wind angle here. So a few more tweaks on this one, we might well get this dialed in. It would be nice. Comes in nicely here. Are we going to get the zoom out? We do, but it actually misses a little bit high. But still, not bad for a first look. Hole 16, the NASCAR, not one of my favourite holes to dial in, to be quite honest. 3 top spin and 2 right spin is my attempt here, and I'm going setting up alongside the second tree shadow away from the tee. That's what I'm going to do. Mid plus 5 is the adjustment, and then I'm going to go with some curl to the right. So mid plus 5, bit of curl to the right, just a ball touching the outside wall. And then we're going to hit perfect and just watch how this comes in. It's one of these, you do need a lot of attempts really to get this dialed in, unless you stumble across something straight away. And most often if you are going to miss, you are going to miss this one low. And that is what we do here. So a little bit of a tweak needed. We're not a million miles away, but it's not bad for a first go. Alright, again they've given us some headwind angle on hole 17. How lovely. So max top spin, second bounce into the rough here. The mistake I make on this one is that I do not aim at the pin. I am aiming slightly right of pin. Please do not do that. Just shunt your aim over to the left because the wind is going to push us to the right. You'll see why I want you to make that tweak in a moment. Max plus 10 is the adjustment here, and as always with the big topper, we do want to be hitting perfect, which we do. So that's good, but have a look at how this comes in very, very close to the rough on the right. Like I said, just aim a little bit further to the left. We don't want to be this close to the rough. but the speed is very good. So just aim another square to the left, can be absolutely fine. And finally, hole 18, once again, is the APOC. I was expecting some headwind, but no, direct tailwind on this one. So, bullseye directly over the edge of the bunker. 2 bars top spin, 3 bars side spin to the left. Max plus 20 is the adjustment here. Once I've done that, I am going to push back up to max. Lower level APOC, go with a little bit of overpower, 1.5 rings. But if you've got APOC 5, I don't think you're going to need any overpower at all. That is because you have another 6 to 9 yards available on your club compared with level 3 and level 4. Maximum curl to the left is what we are doing, and then of course we want to try and hit perfect. And this ball once again will roll up to the top right corner of the fairway. And we're looking around 375 to 380. Second shot, 5 backspin, 1 bar side spin to the left. And here we are going to need to aim the ball guide short of the pin. I would suggest about 2 squares short, and also maybe consider a little bit to the right, because this wind is going to push us slightly to the left, as you can see from that angle. The adjustment here, I am at plus 3 yards at the moment, I do believe. No, I'm at plus 1. I can't see the replay. It's plus 1. So here I'm just past medium distance. So use that as your reference. You know, if you're just outside plus yardage, go mid. But then obviously start to add on the slider if you're into your plus yardage. Minus 35 is the elevation. But just look at that. A little tweak needed to the position. Good luck, everybody. See you soon. Bye for now.